Hi there! Welcome to Reading for Tots. Today we're talking all about syllables. We'll talk about what they are and why we teach them, and we'll practice counting syllables, and we'll introduce two of the most common syllable types that we see in early literacy. So first, what are syllables? Syllables are the beats and rhythm in a word. They're the spoken sounds you hear when you say a word. And every time you hear a vowel, you usually hear a syllable. So here's a quick example. Cat has one vowel, one beat, and so it has one syllable. Cat. Tiger has two vowels, two beats, so it has two syllables. Tiger. Elephant has three vowels, three beats, so it has three syllables. Elephant. Try to clap each time you say a single syllable. It'll help you pick apart the different sections of a word. Cat, one clap. Tiger, two claps. Elephant, three claps. But why do they matter? Why do we teach syllables? Well, first, it helps with reading big words. Breaking a long word into chunks makes it easier to read. So if we look at the word information, that's a long word. But if we break it apart, information, it helps us sound that word out. It can really help us improve our spelling because we can spell by thinking about each individual syllable piece. It supports pronunciation, saying words in smaller parts, makes speaking smoother. And it builds rhythm and awareness for us. Syllables help us hear how language works. And two really important types of syllables that we see early on are open syllables and closed syllables. Let's talk about open syllables. An open syllable always ends with a vowel. The vowel is open and free, so it makes a long sound. It says its own name. Think about an open door. There's plenty of space for the vowel to stretch out and say its name when the syllable is open. Let's look at a few examples. Me. It has a long E, so it's an open syllable. Go. It has a long O. The syllable ends in a vowel, so it's an open syllable. Hi. It has a long I. It ends with a vowel, so it's an open syllable. She. It has a long E. It ends in a vowel. It's an open syllable. So let's talk about closed syllables. A closed syllable ends with a consonant, not a vowel. When this happens, the vowel inside the word makes a short sound. Think of it as the consonants closing the door on the vowel, making it stop short. If the door can't open, the vowel can't say its name. It's closed. Let's look at a few examples of closed syllables. It ends with a consonant and it has a short A sound. Sit ends with a consonant and it has a short I sound. Hop. It ends with a consonant and it has a short O sound. Sun. It ends with a consonant and it has a short U sound. Knowing open and closed syllables can really help us figure out tricky words like robot. Robot has two syllables, one is open and one is closed. Knowing the open and closed syllable helps us know the first O is a long sound and the second O is a short sound. So let's read a few more and see if we can decide if it's an open or closed syllable. At. It ends with a consonant and it has a short A sound, so it's closed. Basket. Basket. It has two syllables. Both syllables end with consonants, so both are closed. Basket. Hotel. Hotel. It has two syllables. The first syllable is open because it ends with a vowel, and the second syllable is closed because it ends with a consonant and it has a short E sound. Music. Music. It has two syllables. The first one is open because it ends with a vowel, and the second one is closed because it ends with a consonant and has a short I sound. Thanks for listening and learning all about syllables with me. Great job!